Good. Okay, so last time, Ebenezer won a rigged fight in an arena in his basement.
T-Rex.
Rigged.
T-Rex.
This is the only assumption that Kaelinor walked away from, because this man can't cast Firebolt, so, you know. And then we traveled to the mountain pass area in which we had heard that a lantern Fey realm was available for us to steal. So we went there, went into a time rift, saw an angel, and went and took a nap. Then went back in, found an angel halfway up the mountain, and he talked to Vesper for a good minute, and then like blessed his sword and said, "Hey, you should come fight with me." And so we went up there, and we're like, "Cool, we're gonna fight with you guys." And they got their asses kicked. So we were like, "No, we're gonna leave through this door in the wall." Except I got ass blasted by a fireball and got left behind. So I was like running away, trying to find my way up the mountain, and then cast Call Lightning at 12th level and killed everybody.
This is facts.
This is facts.
All of this is true. Couple extra details in there. The Celestials were working for the Lord of Light, as far as you are aware. Then on the battlefield, Kaelinor ass blasted everybody with the 12th level Call Lightning, eliminating the field, except for leaving a few of the surviving Celestial sort of zealots on the ground. Following his 12th level ass blasting, he fell to the ground, or he teleported himself to the ground with his last bit of energy before passing out, raw and cold. In the meantime, the rest of you had gone inside, met
I know her name, Yashena.
Yes, Yashena, and also Giselda. And Giselda Giselda sort of led you through to an upper door, to which Maeve turned into a bear and smashed it open. And then you all got up in time just to see him fall to the ground. So here we find you all on top of this sort of snowy cliffside, looking down at Kaelinor, laying like blackened from his gem, and I guess lightning too, probably, but laying passed out in the snow. What do you all do?
I'm gonna go pick him up.
I was gonna say, I say, "Oh no!" and run.
Okay. Are you gonna go back around like towards the door that you came in, try to get that down, or are you just gonna go over the cliffside?
Over the cliff, off the cliff.
I'm gonna stop Vesper from doing that, and
Try.
I'm gonna go. Yashena, what is the fastest way to get down there? Two, right?
Yeah, Yashena would have followed, I suppose, with Giselda. She's gonna go. Oh, that's a great question. I haven't been here very long. Well, I can do this. She's going to tackle you over unless you try to resist it. She's going to try to tackle you over the side of the cliff.
I suppose not.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going. I'm off the cliff. Yeet.
Well, so she only tackles Kinfab.
That's
but
fine.
You're also welcome to do that.
Yeah.
She tackles you off the cliff and she casts Featherfall, in order to make you not take damage. So you're okay.
I'm going.
Vesper, you fall 40 feet, so
Mhm.
roll me 44.
That's so much.
Nah, that ain't shit. 4 of them?
You have a good.
Yes, for just 4.
There
Which
it is.
really seems like it should be more, but you know.
There's snow. I tucked and rolled.
There is snow.
I'm a dexterous motherfucker.
You're ambidextrous, says Kinfab.
So Theo, you stop me and turn around to have this conversation, and I'm looking down the whole time, and then she grabs you and goes, and I just go like, while you're floating down, like past you faster into the snow.
I'm gonna walk over to your what I'm imagining a Looney Tunes print in the snow.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and dig Vesper. I'm gonna go, Vesper, are you okay?
No.
Okay.
I don't really
take my
stand up.
hand. As you stand up.
I beat you. And I'm going to keep going.
No! Okay. Let's do it. We're going to go get...
Okay. So
We got to go get the
these
boys.
two plus Yushina have gotten down on the ground. You see the few remaining Celestials. You see one angel has survived and like 4 people. It was a bad situation before Kaelinor was able to stop everything. But they say, or they see you guys and go, we thought you would be with us.
I'm going to look at Vesper.
So when we saw that you guys were dying quickly, we went over there, and then and then now it's okay.
All of my friends are dead.
I'm gonna hand them a good berry.
Yeah, and you see the one angel sort of swoops down towards the other people. His eyes on his wings like glaring daggers into both of you, but he just kind of sort of hovers them around his followers, if you will, and just says, "We're going to go regroup. Best of luck with whatever else was so important." They start walking off.
There we go. Once they get a reasonable distance away, I'm gonna like shout out to like they should keep walking. Is my thought process here? I'm gonna go, hey, but we killed all the other guys.
You see one of the humans just flip you the bird as they keep walking.
Understandable.
No, the two of you are here. How long does somebody cast Pass Without a Trace? How long does that last?
An hour?
An hour.
Not a minute.
So did I not leave a face print in the snow? Did I just hit it with my face?
I think you. I say that your footsteps leave no trail, or just you leave no trail. What's the exact wording of this?
The exact wording is something along the lines of.
I think it says tracks.
Can't be tracked. You leave behind no tracks.
Okay.
Or traces of passage. Or traces of passage, which it definitely was a means of passage.
It's a hell of a trace.
You want to look? You're talking against yourself here. If you want it to just have gone to the snow, you're good. Otherwise, I'm going to add a D4 of damage as you smack into the top of the snow and don't indent it at all.
Well, just because I don't leave tracks doesn't mean the rest of physics don't apply, Foster. Come on. I was absorbed by the snow and left, and there was nothing. Yes.
Right. The rest of physics. Yes, I see.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. You find Kaelinor here on the ground, and you notice the gem tucked into his left arm. The corruption has climbed all the way up it, and it has gone over the left side of his chest and stopped beneath his neck. Which you see. Actually, could you make a medicine check for me, Vesper?
Yes. 15.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good. You are able to ascertain that his head and brain are fine, but it has cut across his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And that he might not be able to be picked up very easily. It's going to take some time to awaken him.
Okay.
Should
Is
I
he
go?
breathing?
You do see him breathing. Very shallow breaths, but he's breathing.
Okay. Would that... How would I be able to tell if he had 0 hit points in a way that made sense?
You see that his body looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine-ish. He's got some bruises along the way and some cuts, but nothing that looks fatal to you with that medicine check. Could you also make me a religion check?
Okay. Which is intelligence based for some fucking reason.
That nature.
With a 6, you don't get much, but between checking for multiple things, you come under the impression that traditional, like a good berry, might not be enough. It's going to be more intensive than this.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Yashena and say, we need to get the snow out of that door so that we can get help down here for him.
I blasted the door. I don't know what kind of damage I did to the snow, but I was desperately trying to get in that door in my final moments of consciousness.
This is true. He blasted the snow off the door, so it is now snow free, just closed over there. But she looks at you and says, "Yes, let's get him inside." And she's gonna help, like, pick him up, like, grab his legs.
Okay.
As we pick him up, can I spare the dying anyway?
Yes.
Just as a moving effort. I'll just like touch his forehead and then it glows and then we can pick him up.
Yeah, as you do that, Kaelinor,
Oh no.
Get fucked.
you find yourself on a flat gray expanse. And you're there for a while, and you see a sun on the west horizon and a sun on the east horizon. But nothing is talking to you for a minute. Until you feel, at the same time as Vespers Spare the Dying, a presence enter the space. The entire, everything you can see turns pitch black. You can still see yourself, but you're in this inky black emptiness. And you hear, "He's so close. Let me take him now." Followed by, "Vesper is tending to this one. Let him be."
I reach for my sword. Is it there?
You reach for your sword and you find that it's not there. And in a moment of panic, you check yourself out. The gem is not there either. You find yourself in very basic white robes.
Just kind of call. Do I see anything, or do I just hear those voices from nothingness?
You just hear those voices at first here.
Call out. What is this nonsense?
As you do so, you see the face of a giant black dragon emerge from the darkness, stopping feet away from you. What was the exact wording you just said? I'm sorry.
What is this nonsense?
Nonsense. Not nonsense at all. The end.
Speak plainly. I have no patience for riddles.
You once again hear the other voice out in the distance. "Give him more time, Mortos." And you see the giant black dragon in front of you go, "Run! He's so close, I cannot wait any longer." And the face fades back until you see an actual physical dragon not far away from you, and he starts running right at you.
Is there a comparable white dragon, or is there just the black dragon?
You don't see the white dragon.
Great. Am I like standing? Like, is there like a surface that I'm on, or am I just like floating in a void?
You, in this exact moment, you are kind of floating in a void, but you are standing.
Okay. I'm gonna try to throw a thunderbolt. Does anything happen?
Roll to hit.
15 probably don't hit a dragon.
Does not hit.
More.
Does it? But does it come out of my hand? Like,
That's a great question, actually. I have so many notes that I'm forgetting. You go to cast a thunderbolt, and you feel a total lack of connection to the arcane.
I turn around and run.
You start running, and as you start running, the sort of purgatory mindscape around you takes shape, and you are in a town running as fast as you can. There are people here moving about their day, and it seems to be normal, except for the fact that you can feel the imposing presence of a giant black dragon coming after you. We're gonna cut from there.
Gansy.
Fuck.
So you all are working on getting Vesper inside, or Kaelinor inside. Vesper and Kinfeather getting Kaelinor inside. Giselda sort of guides you to a sort of infirmary where you don't see anybody else here, but it's clearly made for medicine. Just the monks are in good health. And she just she motions you to like put him on the table. I don't know what this is, but what can I do to help?
I am no healer, but Vesper, do you have any insights?
I'm still like standing above his head, kind of like trying to figure that thing out again, like spare the dying sort of deal. And you, Foster, you said that I kind of got the feeling that this was like different than like somebody going down.
Yes.
Okay. So without looking up and like trying to continue doing the same thing, I would say like, this is different from what I'm used to. In battle, I've healed all of us at some point or another. But this feels different. Can I like pull back like your armor or something, or his armor, and like try to trace this like corruption growth?
Yeah.
Sort of deal.
Yeah, you pull back his armor and you can see it is all very much coming from the gem, but you see the gem itself is almost completely filled with an like inky blackness.
I'll bring attention to that as I'm responding to that question.
Okay. Well, I've a book. Here, Kinfath, read this. She hands you a
Bold of you to
book.
assume.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna read this book.
What language is the book in?
Common.
Oh God. I'm gonna. What does this book say? Oh, mystical. Voice to text.
She hold on, she's gonna roll insight here real quick. Where's my die? Okay. Do you want her to be able to tell that you can't read? And do you want to roll against it to try to hide that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I would.
Roll me deception, please.
Oh, okay.
You're trying to beat a 16.
Got it.
She... she sees you struggling with this and grabs the book. Kinfeth, can you not read?
It's not that I can't read. I never learned.
They... What are they teaching you at Taladoga? They...
Well, I didn't. Stuff. I'm very good at the physical aspect of being a monk from Taladoga. That's for sure. I could show you if you'd like. We could spar.
Guys,
This... Yeah.
we shouldn't be fighting right now. And I'll like pull up his sleeve to show the crystal again. We can learn how to read later, Kinpath. What does the book say?
She interrupts that. We cannot learn to read later. This is the very way that I teach. Kinpath, this cannot stand. Yeshina, stay with him. I will send a medic. Do your best. And she's going to grab Kinfeth by the arm like a grumpy principal and start trying to drag you out of the room.
I'm gonna look at Kaelinor and be like, dude, you're never gonna fucking believe this.
I'm gonna look at Vesper and like, and then I'm just gonna go with her, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
The rest of you, as this is all happening, would be at the top of the cliff. Zelda would have gone back through the tunnel, and Yeshena and these other two jumped over the side. What's your plan up here, the rest of you?
How many survive? Well, how many good survivors are there?
There were 4 people and 1 angel.
Are they still here?
They have started walking away, but you could call out to them in that moment.
No, I would wait until they're gone.
Okay.
Flipping us off.
I basically want to loot corpses and see if there's anything unique or interesting on any of these bodies of the huge infernals or that noble mage that was kind of leading the pack.
Damn.
Or Kyle. It was Kyle.
And I would also, for the record, and this is kind of why I wanted to wait, I would also probably be doing that to our so-called allies that we knew for 4 hours.
Sure.
Just in case, I don't want to miss anything.
Yes, I should have prepared what they would have, but I can give you a rough estimate that the 2 demons, the 2 larger demons, one of them is carrying a great club +2. The other one is carrying just a club +2. The angels have really no weapons. They are just sort of casters, but all of the members of the human parties would have had both armor and weapons on. So you can feel free to loot as much as you can carry. I will get back to you with some exact what you have.
Sure.
And I'll make sure that it can fill up your weight limit worth of stuff.
Sure.
The guy named Kyle does in fact have a special item. I just have to find where I wrote it.
I just added rain check to my inventory.
Let's see.
Does that mean you've gone down to the battlefield, Zach?
I'm rummaging through it now, yeah. I would imagine as he tells me Kyle's amazing, super awesome one-shot everything weapon that he's about to give me. That's as I'm finding it on Kyle's
Knockback
corpse.
10 stick of Kyle.
Yeah.
I assume you walked through the tunnel to get back down, or did you?
I've been out the whole time. I don't think I've been back
Well, so
in.
you were on top of a cliff looking over the thing. It is a 40-foot drop if you want to just jump down,
not
but
that
you
bad.
can go back through if you'd like.
Sure, I've made my way down, I guess.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'll copy and paste this. It is a version of an already existing. Let's see. Here's its effect. And that's what it's called. So what you find is the Ring of Salvation. And what the Ring of Salvation does, which I just sent to him, is if you are the single target of a spell that requires a saving throw, you have advantage on that saving throw. The sort of real item would mean that if you roll a 20 for the save, that you actually you know what? I'm going to keep that. We're just going to keep everything in the thing. So let me send you the rest. If you roll a 20 for the save, and the spell is level 7 or lower, it has no effect on you and is instead reflected on the caster.
What?
That's crazy. What the fuck?
Wow.
Whoa.
Kyle OP.
Dude,
Kyle could have been OP.
Is this a D&D
Fuck Kyle.
item or is this homebrew?
You can, it's defaultly called Ring of Spell Turning, but it's going to be, you can rename it Ring of Salvation if you'd like.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Does require attunement. I don't know what your spells are like, or your slots are like.
Are there angel bodies just chilling out there?
There are angel bodies shown out there.
Nice.
I assume that I unattuned to the dagger I gave Kaelinor?
If he's attuned to it now, then yeah.
That's how that works.
It's mine, Mitch.
Okay. And then how many do attunement slots increase per a stat, or are they static? And where can I see
It's a static 3.
Unless you're an artificer.
That's dope. On brand. Cool. Thank you.
And I'll get back to you with the rest of the weapons and armor and stuff. But then Ebenezer, Morgan, Maeve, what do you all do during this time?
I would have gone down the ladder, went back out. I would have tried to find someone and be like, okay, in like the library part or wherever we were that I can talk to. Okay, then I will walk up to them.
Real
and
quick,
I will say,
before you start talking to the person, you are very robot right now.
oh,
It was kind of sick for a sec.
that's just my new voice. I'll leave and come.
Hello?
Hello?
Am I still a robot?
Yep.
You are indeed. Could you unplug your mic is in your computer, isn't it?
No, it.
Is it external? Oh, try unplugging that and plugging the back in.
Okay.
I'm looting. Along.
Okay. There would certainly be
going towards angels and stabbing. They're already dead, drawing blood.
Jesus.
Jesus fuck.
Huh?
Oh, wait, that sounded better.
Am I a robot now?
Your voice is better.
Good, better?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't expect the video to ever get better, but as long as you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
Okay. So now I can talk to whoever?
Yeah, you walk into the library, which is massive and expansive. As you do so, you probably also see Kinfath coming out of like a top tunnel, like a tunnel that's up near the ceiling of this like massive cutout dome, going across a small walkway and through another tunnel as he's just being like tugged by the ear. But that continues to happen. Are you looking for like a librarian or just for like a monk around here?
Just someone who looks like they know what they're doing. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
Anybody, I guess.
You find where is it at? You find an elven monk who is behind a giant desk covered in multiple open books at the same time. But you can see he's got like the old school like Rolodex filing systems on his desk. So you infer that he is a librarian of sorts.
What color is his robes?
Cobalt blue.
Ooh, sick.
I will approach and I will say, excuse me.
Why, you're not a monk? What are you
No.
doing in our library? That's so peculiar. Can I help you with?
Yeah, I was wondering if you could take me to wherever you would take someone if they got like cooked by lightning. Like
Oh, okay. Well, yes, the infirmary. I can certainly show you the way.
Okay, awesome. Is are Ebenezer and Morgan also down the ladder?
Morgan is looting right now, but what about Ebenezer?
Oh.
Ebenezer's still at the top.
Just chill.
So
I
is
would
he-
have tried to get you to come down the ladder. Would you have?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. I suppose if Maeve was beckoning me, yeah.
Okay. And I'd be like, come on, Ebenezer, and follow this guy.
So yeah, this guy looks to you all and says, "Good to meet you. My name is Maserat. Whose acquaintance am I making today?"
Maserati, like a Maserati.
What do you mean?
Like those sorts of vehicles on another plane.
Come again?
Nothing.
I'm Maeve.
I'm Ebenezer.
Ah, yes. Well, good to meet you both. I don't know what this one's talking about, and he sort of like leans over to me. Is he okay? Like, do we need to talk about him?
He's fine. Yeah.
Okay, well, as long as you say so.
Maeve,
And-
what exactly are we doing, Maeve?
Trying to find Kaelinor, I think.
Oh, he never came back to us. I totally misunderstood. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let us find our friend.
Yeah, you guys are led through winding tunnels until you come to the room where you now find Vesper, Yeshena, and another monk who's sort of like touching Kaelinar's chest and trying to read vitals and seemingly a medic trying to help here.
Maserat. Can I call you Maserat?
That is my name.
Were you like just chilling in here while that celestial war was going on outside your door? You were just mad chilling?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, we don't like to make ourselves known here. This is a sort of a secret library society, if you will, but we have no interest in joining the fight between celestials and infernals. It's not for us. It's not something we need to get ourselves involved in.
Like, So you guys were like completely okay if the mountain were to collapse on you guys from the war outside?
Oh, this mountain has stood for thousands of years. I don't expect it to fall anytime soon.
That's fair. I guess I wouldn't know. Okay,
Are you
I was just
folks
curious.
from around here?
Yes. No. We're I'm no, we're not from around here.
Ah, very well. Well, if you've been let in, you must be trustworthy. So, we do have lots of information in our library. If you're interested, that is my area of expertise. Please drop by. I'd be happy to help you find anything you're looking for.
Noted. Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
he's going to walk off.
I'll walk up to Kaelinor and the rest. It's just who else is here? Who?
So now it is an unconscious Kaelinor, Vesper, Monk, who has not been introduced to you just yet, and then you two.
Vesper, how is our friend here?
He's fucking unconscious and we can't revive him. I'm
It was
gonna
quite
slide a book over to what I know to be a blind old man, and then I'm gonna slide a book over to Maeve in correction. Hey Maeve, could you like maybe read this to me while we figure some stuff out?
Yeah. Except that I don't actually know what it says. But I would read it.
Yeah, you read the book, and it's just basically it's the effective like doctor's study guide of very distant past. So everything they know about medicine and what conditions are caused by what and what ailments they can use to fix it. And you read out all this information trying to find anything useful. What kinds of things would Vesper like to hear about from this book from Maeve?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, you're sort of gathering that this is a book about medicine. What kind of medicine do you think you need to find out about?
Oh, lightning medicine and time medicine and angels and elementals or whatever the fucking fire guys were called. That kind of stuff. And I'm gonna like start everything you say. I'm gonna like lift his arm up and then be like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. And then I'm gonna continue following what you're saying.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so you get a lot of information, like very. You get there's like a page on like angel anatomy, because they have seen celestials fighting up here, and like infernal anatomy, and they have something for like treating lightning wounds with certain salves available. But you continue searching through this text, and you realize nothing is fitting the description here. And as you like take the time to study that, and you realize that, could you give me one more religion check?
Taking time to process and think about what's happening and really listen to what Maeve is saying before I have this genius idea. I am going to guide myself this time. I don't need to because I just know.
It didn't pop up for me. What is it?
It's
a 20 it?
20 plus 1, yeah.
Incredible. With this nat 20, you know that you are able to recognize with that for the first time that this corruption is Mortos within him, actively trying to take him.
I just got this idea and I turn back around toward Maeve and I'm like, fuck. This might be worse than we thought.
And you realize also with that nat 20 that you need to focus every bit of healing you've got onto this guy in order to help in whatever way possible.
I'm gonna cut my hand with my own sword and stab it into his crystal.
Fantastic.
Hey, Maeve, I just got an idea. Check this out.
Application of medicine.
What a
Well,
wonderful
technically.
medicine, truly. Where do I have that description? Fucking.
Should I like?
This
Are
shit
you?
is color coded. Tell me again what the
Okay.
healing for what? For what? Yeah.
So I'm trying to do damage with my sword to get a charge.
Right. Yes.
So I will end up taking damage here, I assume, and then I should be able to use that charge to where's the description of it?
Make a melee attack against a friendly creature, turns into an ethereal golden sword, passing to the ally and healing them for 1d8 plus dex plus whiz.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have that description somewhere, but yeah, that.
Okay. Roll a d8 and then add your dex and your wisdom modifier.
Should I take damage first?
Yes, that's your sword's damage, whatever that would be. So roll that against yourself.
Don't
So
knock
I
yourself
hit,
out.
right? Oh, sick.
Nice.
I'll
That's what
take
you
5.
want, baby. That's what you want.
Okay, and then what did you say it was for the other half?
A d8 plus dex plus whiz.
D8 plus 6. 8?
Cool. Yeah, you shove this ethereal sword into the gem itself, and you add that healing into it.
Do I heal
As
that?
that, what's that?
Do I actually heal that many hit points?
Your physical body can heal that many hit points, sure.
Yay.
Mechanics.
Oh no.
You are running through this this city when all of a sudden you see a glowing light out in the distance. You're not sure what it is immediately, but in your panic, you know that is your best bet.
I'm going to go towards it.
Fantastic.
Go towards the light.
You start running towards it, and you get to a giant ravine on the edge of town, and you see that this light has sort of changed. You're not sure when this happened. It's almost like being in a dream. Like, you saw it just a second ago, and it was right there, but now it's somewhere else, and you were just looking at it. That's strange. But you come to the edge of a ravine with a tower on one side and a tower on the other, and sort of like a sky bridge structure growing across to it. And the light is shining out of a window from the opposite tower.
Am I able to get into the tower on my side?
Yes, you open the door and you start running up.
Can I, before I actually go inside, check behind me and see if there's still a dragon on my ass?
You turn around, and what I'm going to tell you right now is that dragon is 3 failures away.
I don't like that, and I run fast.
Cool. You make it to the top of these stairs, and you see you're like a story down from the very top. At the very top, there is a door, but it is blocked by what looks like a giant crate. On the story that you are now, though, there is a window, and that window goes to the very bottom of the sky bridge. You see scaffolding all the way across. What would you like to do?
So, I'm sorry, were there 2 separate options, or is that a continuation of the same option?
Two separate options. There's a crate in front of a door that's blocking the bridge itself.
Right.
Alternatively, there's like essentially monkey bars beneath the bridge across.
Okay, so the window chained into the scaffold.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I would, before I do anything real quick, just try to activate my blade song.
You attempt to do so, and unfortunately, the arcane missing from you does not happen.
I figured as much. I'm still gonna opt for the scaffolding.
Okay. Could you please make me I believe this one is acrobatics.
That's what I was guessing. I get advantage on that while I'm blades
Uh,
17.
You hop on these these monkey bars, the scaffolding, and you start not only making your way across, but like using both hands and then your feet to flip beneath to go even faster.
Fuck yeah.
To get to the other side. As you get to the other side, the space around you transforms, and we'll come back to you in just a second.
Fuck.
Now then, Ren and Morgan, you both have finished looting everything you can find from this field. What would you two like to do? Either one of you. The world's your oyster.
Was that adjusted me? I just put my headset back on. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, we came back to you and Morgan. What would you like to do? You finished looting everything you can find. What would you like to do now?
Does the blood do anything with my sword from the angel boys?
Your sword is special with blood. Remind me what the thing is with it.
Just refreshes a blood maledict spot.
Oh yes, you absolutely get that back. But as you put angel blood on your sword, the sword almost like you can see it almost like rattling as if it wants to reject it, until at the very last moment it changes and soothes itself. I am going to now allow you to, whenever you make a attack with Bloodstone's blade, choose whether or not you want to do slashing damage or radiant damage.
Fun.
That's cool as fuck.
I wouldn't know this in character, right?
Well, you don't necessarily know I can do radiant damage now, but you see it sort of glow with a spectral golden light before it sort of fades back to how you're used to it looking.
Have a water skin.
Say it again?
I was effectively seeing if I could drain one of these guys and fill a water skin with it.
What the fuck?
With angel blood?
Yes.
Christ, I wish I could see this shit.
That's a little.
Yes.
That's a little out of game thinking outside the box, but
I think yes, you can fill a water skin with angel blood, but by the time you finish filling that one, you see the angels like evaporate.
that's fine.
Basically returning to.
Fair enough. Just right my.
So one water skin of angel blood now in your inventory.
That's fucking crazy.
Okay. Cool.
Were these guys guarding like some kind of bastion or like
It was like a castle,
fort.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the top of the hill is a giant black fort, like a fortress, more I should say.
I kind of want to explore that and scout that out.
Sure. Morgan, are you joining him?
Sure.
The two of you make your way up there, and you're like wafting through the snow, and before the fortress is like a giant wall, although the door was opened for these guys to come out, so there's like this big, like 30-foot gap between the otherwise massive black stone walls. But as you're about 10 feet away from the walls, you are able to hear voices inside. And you can't make them out right away, but if you'd like to give me a perception check, we can see what you can hear.
Perception's bad.
I'm no good at this.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
It landed next to a 2, 1 each.
You're gonna 4.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I mean, even with like -1 +1, the die was just not in your favor that time. You can't
really
quite hear. Say it again.
I said, if you really feel that bad, I can re-roll.
No, it's okay. That's all right. You can't quite hear what they're saying, but you are able to hear that there are voices there, so that raises your caution. Puts you on guard.
Are they speaking a different language?
Well, you can't tell, unfortunately, without being able to hear any of the words.
I guess I'd stop Morgan if he hadn't stopped already. And I would hand signal to see if he's willing to check it out.
Fair enough. I'm
I'm going to stay where I'm at. Like,
I also hand sign with my
I need
learned
to stay
thieves
where I'm
skill.
at. I have no idea what you're signing back. Two different.
I messaged to him. Okay.
You have 2 different military codes.
Yeah. I'll message back. I'm in heavy armor and have disadvantage on stealth checks. You should go ahead.
My stealth is not good. I only have a +1 on stealth.
That's what I have, but at disadvantage.
Can I
Maybe you
stealth
guys should
before I
be
get close to
scouting.
the door?
Yeah, roll me a stealth check before you go through.
We have
I do
so much dexterity on our team, and
Here's a
these
19.
guys are scouting out the fucking demon.
It's a 29.
I rolled a 19.
It's a 29.
Oh, because you still have pass without trace, right?
Providing I'm still concentrating, I guess I didn't roll for taking damage, but
Oh yeah. Could you make that roll? We'll find out.
it's a Constitution save or check?
Save.
They're the same.
Did you guys?
No, I'm not. I did.
Guidance is also concentration, I believe.
Also,
Is it
that's
not?
true.
It is in Baldur's Gate.
That's what made me think of it. I don't actually know.
Regardless, the 2 con save.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
regardless.
failed
I rolled
anyway.
a
That would have
19.
happened before.
It is concentration up to a minute.
Well, I rolled an 18 +1.
19.
Yeah.
29.
19 is still great. So,
versus.
you get down like almost beneath the snow, and start like hippoizing above the surface.
Oh yeah, my head's
to
just whack as fuck. Just doing this
to
with
see
the
what's
snow.
going on there. You get inside and you can see like a dozen imps like hanging out on the inside, just little demony boys. A dozen imps and 1 quasit. And
A what?
a quasit is similar to an imp, but they look a little more like a monkey, and they like to pull pranks.
Huh.
Sometimes lethal pranks.
Oh,
But
okay.
as you get closer, you are able to hear their words. Do you speak Infernal?
Hold on. No.
Okay.
I speak deep though.
So you're not able to make out their words, but could you roll me an insight check?
Oh god. Oh, this one's a little better. It's not better. Jesus fuck.
With a 6, you're not sure what's going on here. But from your basic living person knowledge,
Wait.
you... Go ahead.
Never mind.
He's
I thought I
fey.
had- Never mind.
You see a couple of these imps like spitting at the quasit. And the quasit like tucks his tail and goes into a door on the side, looking like shoulders slunched. So you're not sure what just happened here, but I think you can infer.
I'm laughing internally. I'm gonna leave because there's. I don't. Wait. Wait. I'm gonna message Ren. There's a whole bunch of imps in here with some monkey-looking thing.
Would you like to gather any information about your surroundings other than that?
Sure. Just guide me along there, Dad.
Would you like to? What are you looking for?
Maybe like the bad guy demon things. They had like a command table where they had all their important shit, if they had any of the important shit, or was it all? Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
So in this space, you're sort of in like the courtyard of the fortress behind the walls there, and so you do see there's like a extra like little building on the right, like a little hut that seemed to be for such things. Could you also give me either perception or investigation, whichever you'd like, to find out a little more?
Are you messaging me back and forth while this is happening?
Yeah. Since I can just do it whenever.
So at this point, I've heard maybe a dozen imps in a closet. Have I heard anything else?
Monkey-looking thing.
Monkey-looking thing.
Sure. Okay.
A closet monkey-looking thing. Oh, sorry. I clicked roll and I didn't click roll. How's a 15 for investigation?
Yeah, with a 15 investigation, you are able to remain stealth underneath the snow and hop into this little building, to which you're able to find a map with a layout of the fortress.
Fair enough.
Huge.
Beyond that, when you look at the fortress itself, you are able to mark down where this door was that the closet went in. It is not the main fortress door. There was like a little side entrance that he went in that's about the size of a closet, which is about the size of a capuchin monkey.
Jesus. Okay. So are the imps still in the courtyard like thing?
Yeah, the imps, you see them like they don't have a ball, but they are throwing around a flame in what looks to be a giant hacky sack circle.
Okay.
But they're just hanging out here.
Okay.
Dudes being bros.
With the map and seeing it, is there any way for me to get in to the place and then maybe help Fran get in to
Into the fortress itself?
Yeah.
The main door to this fortress is a giant wooden door, like 30 feet tall. That would be rather heavy, but there is a lever to the right of it that if you were able to pull, can sort of move a mechanism and get you inside. I would probably require another stealth check for that, because that's right at the front gates, like very exposed.
There's no windows.
There are windows, but they are like they're like above where the door would be. So there aren't like glass in the windows. It's more like a sort of parapet of a giant
It's a fun word.
open window there. But yeah, so there are high windows that if you could fly, you could get into.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can I give Ren like a not detailed, but enough of a rundown of the map to see what he could think about doing something?
I'm going to say give me a performance check to see how well you can communicate this over message.
Spicy.
Map check.
A 7. Not
I
very
have
well.
No fucking idea.
You basically are able to get across that.
Window.
There's a map
This side.
and
Go there.
I'll message back. Okay.
I know
any
he could.
chance you could bring that back?
I could do that.
there you go.
I'm gonna do that because I don't want to reroll a stealth and lose.
Okay. Yeah, you jump back into the snow pit trail that you've already created and make it back out to Ren to show
I
him this map.
so badly want to run in and just limit test.
I mean, we
I
can.
so badly want to just run in and limit test.
We can.
We
You do
find
not
Ren
know what
getting
is in
danced
there.
on by a monkey.
And that's kind of the exciting part.
We can't save scum, fellas.
I know. I'm fighting every urge. Morgan, how did you feel about the situation? Do they look well
They're playing.
equipped?
They're playing. They're
Like,
playing
what do they?
kick fireball at each other, and they shamed a monkey-looking thing, the Quasic or whatever the fuck.
If Parker doesn't know what that is, Morgan doesn't know what that's called.
Just bad with names.
Little monkey thing, I think, might be the closest.
I've never heard of that in my fucking life.
I just looked it up. It's weird looking.
They are weird looking. They're funny.
What do you think, Morgan?
Ugh.
Quasit.
So what? You said 12? You said a dozen?
Yeah, there were. I think there are 14 of them. Let me check my notes.
You lied to me. You said a dozen.
You
I said about a dozen. Yes, there are 14.
What do you think? There's 14. You have something that can kill 4 in a go? If you try hard enough?
I might be able to. Do we have any kind of backup plan if this goes wrong?
No.
Does anybody know that we're here?
Not a fucking clue.
Not currently.
No.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
I'm gonna give one last look at Morgan. If he's not turning away, I'm going. I'm gonna walk around the corner.
Heck yeah.
Do I
You.
Surprise turn.
No.
Walking around the corner?
But you walk around the corner and that gives you surprise?
Well, if I'm casting a spell or something from just off to the corner.
If you look, yeah, if you're casting a spell that they can't see, maybe yes, but if you're just walking into the entrance, they're gonna see you. So
Well, I'd be casting a spell, yeah.
okay, what would you like to do?
Can I clock which imp is about to get the fireball hacky sack?
Yeah,
Or maybe just if
Number
it's in
8.
motion, can I cast that one while it's in motion? To whoever it's being sure, we'll just call it 8. Assuming 8 is about to get the fireball. I want to cast Enemies Abound.
What does Enemies Abound do?
It's an intelligence saving throw against my 16. Automatically succeeds if it's immune to being frightened. On a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding creatures around it as enemies.
Interesting. Okay.
Each
Well, these guys have a -1 to intelligence. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this on the board. I'll just roll it from Vesper real quick here.
What?
So I need a 17 to pass. He does not pass.
That is getting the fireball thinks everything around it is its enemies.
It sees the little bolt of fire coming towards it and sidesteps it. And you see just like a feral look in its eyes, and he goes, "Hey, yes!" And it's gonna just move into attack. Which will start initiative. So, do you want to do anything else before this starts? Can you do anything else on this like sort of surprise turn?
How far away are we?
Between you and the fucking guys is probably like 30-40 feet.
Can I
30
cast-
or 40.
We'll say 40.
Okay.
Is this like he has this for like one turn and then it goes away kind of thing, or
It's concentration up to 1 minute. When they take damage, they can re-roll to save.
Hmm.
Which
Does it-
will probably be quick, but should pull some attention.
okay, never mind.
I would start closing the gap, I guess, but I wouldn't have any more action economy, I don't think, on a technical surprise turn.
Okay.
So that would be it.
You get that whole economy. Now, at the beginning of this, I'm just gonna, instead of rolling initiative, I'm gonna say you two both get to go at the start, and they're all gonna go after it because I don't want to roll fucking 14 initiatives. So you two are at start of initiative. They all go after you. You can take another turn essentially here.
Okay. Was I able to close any of that 40?
What's your movement speed?
30.
Yes, and you were 10 feet away from these guys, or from the closest ones to you. They were sort of standing in a circle, but you're about 10 feet away from the closer ones.
Perfect. I want to... How many... Doesn't tell me how many dice it rolls. Anybody know what the total potential HP on a level 1 sleep is?
5d8, I think.
5d8.
I think.
Thought it was a static number.
I'm pretty sure you rolled dice for it.
Create a total number, and then you can distribute it at your DM's guidance.
Yeah, 5d8.
5d8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up with that. I'm gonna roll to sleep because I can cast that for free.
Okay.
It's not. What the fuck? It's not. I mean, hitting use, but it must not recognize that. D&D Beyond is broken. You said 5d8.
5d8.
I'm just gonna do it manual to everyone. 22.
Okay, that's enough to put down 2 of these. 2 left over.
I'll choose 2 of them furthest from the mind controlled.
Okay. So number 1 and number 2 go to sleep. Meanwhile, number 8 is on your side for now. Anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna Hexblade Curse the one closest to me with a bonus action.
Okay, it's gonna be number 3.
That'll be it.
Okay, Morgan, you're up.
I'm gonna place a shatter in the middle of the back half of them.
Fuck.
What's the radius of shatter?
10 feet or 60 feet range.
Oh yeah, okay.
Diameter.
So then 10-foot diameter.
10-foot diameter.
Okay, you're gonna be able to hit 3 of those guys in the back of the circle.
think it's a 10-foot radius.
Is it radius?
Is that what I meant? Yeah.
In which case you can hit 4.
Radius is correct. My bad.
Cool. You can hit 4 of these guys. Do they need to make saves, or is it just your damage?
It's 13 con. I didn't mean to roll. I went to put the slot down. I don't know how wizards work, sorcerers, where the fuck I am.
Whatever the fuck.
Well, let's read what it says. Shatter.
It's the throw.
That's
Yes, I need to make a con save 13.
232 on D8s is tragic.
Take half as much.
Be pretty good on
damage. Let's
D4s.
see. What do they add? They add +1. It's a fail? That's a fail? That's a pass? That's a pass. So 2 of them take full damage and 2 of them take half. So let's see. In the back we have 1, 2, 3. 7,
I'm sad I rolled my damage.
11, 12. So you are able to hit 9 through 12 with this. 9 and 10 take 7 damage, and 11 and 12 take 4.
Fair enough.
Anything else on your turn?
Hold on, let me see what I can do in bonus action land.
I am trying so hard to keep up, like I'm sure you are right now. Just I'm burning through notes.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. So 1 and 2 are down. 3 through 14 are going to take their turns here. Because Morgan was the only one to actually kill any of these guys, or not even kill any of these guys, but to hurt some of these guys. Sleep wasn't harmful. They are all going to surround you, Morgan.
Do any of them provoke an opportunity?
Just know they have to run past him to get to me. Because I haven't.
They can fly, so they could go over the top.
Fake.
They have a 40 feet fly speed. So they're gonna get around you, and we're gonna have.
Oh wait, hold on. I have
11 rolls to hit against you here, I believe.
What about the one that is turned?
Oh, you're right. He
they be
will get an
surrounding him?
opportunity attack against one of them. So let's see.
I feel
Also,
like
when does he go?
I will say he gets to go at the end of turn order, just to make it fair. You guys go first, they all go, he goes. But he is going to take his reaction to swing. He does hit one of them, and because that was number 8 and you hit 9 through 11, I'm going to say that does hit number 9, and with enough damage, he could go down. Let's see.
Spice.
Fucking weird.
Oops. He does in fact go down. You see him take his tail and like skewer his friend and pull it back out as he goes down. So now you're only going to have 10. Nope, 9. 9 imps come to surround you.
I'm excited.
Let's see here. Where do I hit here? Gotcha.
They're all surrounding Morgan. How do you feel about a fireball? They're imps. I wouldn't do shit.
What's your AC?
15. just don't say it out loud until you're done.
How much HP do you have?
Probably not enough.
And this is still on the outside, guys.
Six out of the 9 do connect.
Nice.
Oof.
So now I will roll for damage here.
It only sounds like 1 die. You might be okay. Then again, a D100 is 1 die.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say that out
My
loud.
D100 sounds like a brick.
How do 10 of them get within range without somebody provoking an opportunity attack?
They can fly, so they're hovering above in that extra plane.
That seems a little cheap.
They're small, and when you're small, you can occupy the same space as something else.
Hey, there we go. Actually, they're tiny. They're even smaller than
Oh,
small.
well, yeah.
That's even worse.
Fuck. Where was that? Plus. You are going to take 40 points total of slashing damage.
This was a mistake.
This was a huge mistake. Just a real quick question.
Or wait, is it slashing? No, it's piercing. I'm sorry, but if it matters.
It matters. I have a question before we do all this.
ahead.
So I'm behind Ren, but I'm not like behind him, so they have to go past Ren. Am I in like a 30-ish range for them?
Oh, of what?
Of all the imps
Like-
before they started running at me?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to use my reaction of Blood Curse the Fallen Puppet. When a creature drops below 0, you use that creature to make one weapon attack against the creature.
Okay, so you want to use 9 to attack 10 on the way out?
Yeah.
See if you can put them down?
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know what I need to use to hit, so
They will. I'll just roll that for you.
okay.
Okay. I'll tell you they add a +5, and it needs to beat a 13. I'll roll this again on Vesper's page. So you want an 8 or higher on this dice for them to do damage. They do in fact do damage.
Works.
Let's see if they can put him down. He automatically goes down because he only has 3 and they add +3. So we'll take away the last hit. So you are instead going to take 36 points of piercing damage.
Damn it. I have 34 health.
Hmm.
I'm dying, help me.
Morgan goes down. At the end of that turn,
I'm dying, help me.
You just fucked off. Okay.
number 8 is gonna get behind these guys and gonna make his turn attack, which does connect on an undamaged target for 6 total damage.
Which one?
7. At the end of that turn order, you see the door begin to lower. What do you do? Right on your turn here.
You know, I only blame myself, but
Good job.
This is the new lightning spear.
Oh man.
Would using a good berry on him be? Is that what action economy is that?
Action.
That's an action.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I will Misty step over his body, trying to human shield, essentially, in the middle of these imps.
You
Okay.
okay.
Is it the big doors or the little closet door?
The big door is open.
Okay. Could I try something interesting and let out a gigantic like roar scream with like an intimidation check to see if I can frighten these things or scare them off? How do you feel about that?
Sorry, give me just a second, Parker. Also send me something in a. Yeah, Parker, make me that save.
Okay. What am I rolling?
Charisma saving throw.
Alright. Saving throw. Shit. Does that say saving? It does. Okay. I'm just gonna send that to you.
Oh wait, DC's 5 plus the damage. No, okay, no, you're not passing that. I'm sorry.
That's what I
yeah,
thought.
I didn't read the whole thing. Sorry. I go say that again, Zach.
So I Misty stepped over his body in the middle of the imps. How do you feel about making an intimidation check on like a roar or some kind of scream to see if I can scare him off?
I'm down. Yeah. I'm gonna say to try to to scare away a group of imps that largely outnumbers you is gonna be. It's gonna be high. But I'm gonna say an 18, a DC 18 to get them to go away.
Could I make an attempt to swing at one of them with a weapon attack to see if I can like one-shot something and lower that DC, maybe come across as more intimidating or like advantage on the intimidation? How do you feel? I know I'm pulling.
I think to do this and scare them all the way, that's going to count as your action. So we're gonna call it flat 18. If you want to make a check that ends combat and sends everybody away, I'm gonna make that an action.
That's fair. Will this end combat if that happens?
If you succeed, they will flee.
Okay, I'll go for it.
Oh, I gotta use this. What the fuck?
Rolling intimidation.
Plus
Nat
8.
20.
Jesus fuck.
Plus 8.
You bear down, you teleport in between them, and a primal energy within you that you don't recognize erupts from you, and you see shadows overwhelm these imps, and you see fear in their eyes as they seem to be reeling within their own minds, and then they all come to see you still there and scatter out into the fortress.
If that ends combat, I'd like to goodberry, my friend.
That does in fact end combat. As they all are flying through this opening door, you're able to get fucking Morgan up, which I believe is just 4 flat. Cool. 4 flat, and Morgan is up.
Ooh.
As they fly through the door,
Can I eat my good berry while you're doing this?
you may.
Cool. Another 4.
They fly into the door, and opening and walking out of the door, you see Luther staring at the two of you.
Guys.
What the?
Welcome, friends. We're gonna cut away from there. Give me about 2 minutes. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
So to catch up on XP, I think we start murdering librarians. Is my plan here. Is everybody cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, well, there's the medic in the same room.
So we focus the medic first, obviously.
Yeah, we're flanking. It's like 3v1.
Yeah.
They got books, though. It's a lot of improvised weapon attacks, potentially.
Yeah, it's true. Book hurt.
What's 40? What's 40? How much did you take, Parker?
36.
36 divided by 6. That's a hefty average 6 for the 6 that hit. I didn't think imps would do that much damage. I figured they'd be pretty glass cannony, but
If I
Yeah,
out of game metagamey am correct, I think they're relatively hard to hit too because they're small and fly.
I thought going in, and you know, logic be damned, I ran into 14 enemies. But I did think that I would potentially sleep more, and if I got the chance to use that mind control, I thought that I would be able to basically take out a third of the imps in pretty quick
Yeah.
ease. Plus 2, I have level 6, or well, I guess Eldritch Blast B2, you know?
Wait,
Which,
I admire
right now,
how OP you
D10
guys think
plus
you
5.
are.
I want to be, man. I want to be. I just feel like I've been eating damage, doing nothing.
is your sleep a warlock spell?
My sleep is a Fey touched origin.
So okay, so
level
so
1.
it doesn't get to be level 3 because you're level 5.
Correct.
Gotcha. 'Cause
Is
that
it
would've
sleep
been
on the
more.
warlock spell list though, or no?
Probably.
I think it's an option. Yeah.
I think it is, but
Probably.
if it's not on his sheet,
Yeah.
Originally, the character was going to be a light armored Pact of the Blade sleep assassin. But then I heard that my counterpart was pretty close to an assassin, and I wanted to change it up, and I thought a beefier frontline might help.
It
Hell
has
yeah.
helped significantly. Before we actually cut from the scene real quick, Ren, with this expulsion from within yourself that you have never seen before, could you give me either insight or history?
Oh, both are ass. Chat, how do we feel? History or insight?
Insight.
Always insight.
Insight we go.
It's a vibe check. Yep.
Nice.
With
Poggers.
a 17, whatever just happened here in this moment of adrenaline trying to save your friend here, a synapse in your brain connects that hasn't connected in a very long time, you feel. And you don't believe whatever just happened here was of the Fae.
I'll have to ponder that when I'm not facing down Luther.
And I didn't get to see it. God.
Huh?
Okay. Away from there, Theo, are you here? No. Okay. So, I'm gonna catch up with Kaelinor and Vesper, but while this is happening, Eb and Maeve, do you guys want to stay in the room, or is there anything else you'd like to accomplish in the sort of monastery here?
I was kind of hoping to actually wander around. You know, wanting to maybe make some perception rolls or arcana rolls to see what I get wandering these halls. I specifically wanted to go back to like where we were, looking over the battlefield.
Sure. Okay.
And to do that, I would have like just like awkwardly backed out of the room that Maeve took me to.
Okay.
While they're preoccupied reading and taking care of Kaelinor.
I hope somebody is taking notes on the number of people that just aimlessly walk out of this room while I'm fucking unconscious in a coma.
Listen, man, I'm not a cleric. I don't know what to do.
Hey, Maeve, you want to go get some water? Go on a break real quick and just leave this guy with me.
Look, my being in that room would not affect your health at all, and you wouldn't even know it.
It would affect your health
Actually,
I'm perfectly healthy with temp HP.
for now.
My mental health is fucking fragile, though. Holy shit.
You're gorgeous.
Okay, so you start walking through the halls, Ebenezer. What kinds of things are you looking for within here? If you want to do any checks.
I suppose just like it feels really out of place right now, due to just like obviously the time travel, but also like he's never been in this sort of like environment before, so I suppose as I was walking through, I would want to reach out to the Arcana to see if there's like anything like keeping the mountain safe or like sturdy, or if there's some sort of magical barrier in these walls.
Sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Cool. Ugh, an 8. Gross.
You are not able to discern a particular magical spell or barrier here, but I think you are able to sort of feel a sense of ease within yourself when connecting to the arcane here that aligns with how the monks here are acting, very unconcerned.
As I'm walking through the halls, how many doors am I seeing? How many like hallways are there in particular?
Yeah, so this place is I'm trying to think of how to describe this place. It's like tunnels that are going through platforms into open space, into the main library. The big huge dome area seems to be like the main place that everything sort of loops off of. But there's like a bunch of doors down every hallway, and there are paths connecting through this open space down to other tunnels, and the walls around you are made of the mountain itself. But then you see it like decorated with bookshelves everywhere and furnishing and torches to light the way. So you see winding hallways and seemingly endless doors. There's a lot to explore here if you'd like to.
I wanna open a door. I just wanna like go to a door and open it.
Okay.
We're feeling very dying tonight.
You open a random door.
Oh.
Inside.
Easy.
Nope, this is an unlocked door. Inside, you see a monk, an orcish monk, and you also see a human monk, and they are sitting next to each other on a bed. And you walk in, and you don't ever see any physical contact, but you do see them sort of sit up straight as you walk in.
Oh, hello.
Hey. What's up?
Ebenezer will quickly turn around and just close the door, and walk away from the door. Can I smell? Can I like?
Yeah.
What can I smell?
Oh, nope.
Specifically, you cannot.
What can I
Smells
smell?
like the basement of an old church. Mildewy.
Holy
and
shit, that is a specific smell that I know.
yeah, isn't it? It smells sort of like mildew in old carpets and aging paper and leather. But also it smells occasionally in certain spots of incense, of certain candles that are being burned here, or of incense sticks themselves. It's pleasant here. It as much as that old basement church smell is not like what you would think of as like your favorite smell. There's something nostalgic about it to you, of your time spent with your mom as a kid, as she tried to continue to teach you while you couldn't see or hear. You get this sort of nostalgic feeling of all you could do was feel and smell, and you could smell the books that she was teaching you from. And it brings you back to your childhood.
All right. Can I make? Do I notice any like small pathways that like rats could run through, or like any sort of low to the ground, hard to get into spaces?
Yeah. You probably find a mouse hole or two in whatever rooms they have constructed that are not of stone.
I'm more so like, I want to like, do they look man-made-ish, or do they just look like actual like rats have kind of burrowed their way into like pockets or something?
Likely mostly just rats.
Okay.
Or whatever other creatures are living in this mountain.
Okay. With that being the case, I would like to try to find the kitchen, and we can cut away from that if you want, or you can take me to the kitchen.
You head to the kitchen. We'll catch up with you.
What is your fucking problem?
Doesn't matter what character you're playing. You want to find the fucking kitchen.
What is your fucking problem?
I will make Bob an entire mechanic that is dedicated to him being a cook. If you just leave it the fuck alone when I'm dying.
You're fine. You're fine. You got your best friend with you. You're fine.
Okay, is Theo here now? Nope. Okay. Maeve, is there anything that you would like to do during this medical procedure?
First, when Vesper does all that stuff, she'll be like, "Oh, wow, that was not in the book." And then kind of like stand up. I really don't know if there's anything I can do to help that situation. But I think Maeve would pull out her notebook like she does and rip out a page, and she's gonna make a get well soon card. And it's gonna say, "Get well soon, Kalinar. Please, Vesper is scaring me. Love me." So she'll put it there by him, and she will say, "Vesper, I'm gonna head out. I'll be right there. Just tell me if you need anything," and he'll be busy. So she'll just like awkwardly walk out.
Yeah, I'm currently like, and my hair is flapping
like,
in the wind. Yeah.
She's like, "Oh wow," and she'll walk out to hopefully go back to the library part.
Red. We'll see what you can find in the library in just a second. Vesper, you are still like holding your sword into this gym. This medic has introduced herself to you as Shui Shua.
Naturally.
And she's like Kalinor's clothes are basically off except for his undergarments, so that she can monitor what's happening here. But you see, as you have your sword into him, the black area on his chest is being moved back, but it looks like it's like flowing around as a fluid almost on his skin. Like the texture of his skin is moving as a fluid. So you're saying it is affecting something what you're doing here.
Okay. Okay. What happens if I cure wounds here? So I'll pull my sword out, and then I'll just, I don't know. I'm gonna keep holding it, and my eyes are gonna be glowing, sort of a gold color. I'm gonna walk back up to his forehead, and I'm gonna touch it and cure wounds.
Cool. Yeah. You cure wounds into him as you're still
For 14.
Maintaining this golden sword into their physical body. Again, like you see, like his the wounds he took from those arrows, healing physically. But then you see the marks on his chest starting to ever so slightly move back. Kaelinor.
If it matters, that amount of healing put me at exactly max.
Good to know. You got across this bridge. You were so close to the light. But as soon as you get across there, again, the images around you change. You find yourself in an old crypt, and you're looking down 2 parallel hallways. At the end of each, you can see a door that has like a little window slat on them. They seem to connect to the same room where you can see the light again behind them. But one of these doors has a glowing pink arcane lock on it. And the other door is guarded by a giant 3-headed beast. It looks like a dog, essentially. What would you like to do?
I suppose I would take my luck with the arcane lock door.
Okay.
Can I like take a look at it? Do I understand anything about the magic that lock is? Do I need to get close?
Yeah, you get a little closer and you can roll me an Arcana check.
10.
Cool. With a 10, not only do you understand it, but you're able to put your hand to the door. You focus what you would normally feel as relating into the arcane, and you feel that pink energy sort of morph into your hand. You're gonna get 1 level 1 spell slot that you can use in for this situation, and also the door unlocks. You're able to get through.
Fuck! My level 1 spell slot's worth any situation. Great.
You keep running. And the presence never leaving. You feel it behind you at all times. A sense of dread within you. Next, you find yourself in a well filling with water, and in front of you, you see this cube. It has some sort of text on it that you don't recognize. You can't immediately decipher it, but it looks religious in context. But then there's switches and knobs and things all over it. It seems to be connected to this sort of pulley system on the well, a lift at the bottom, and the light is at the very top.
Does any of these words on it happen to be celestial, elvish, infernal, or primordial?
I'm going to say that they are celestial in nature.
Sick.
Which means you can give, if you'd like to decipher the religious text on this, you can have advantage on that roll.
So advantage on a religion check?
Yes.
Okay. I will do that then. Amazing. Those are both ass. 11.
Okay. And 11 is just enough. These were set at 10 across the board. With your third victory, the well goes up and the light is above you. You touch it, and as you do, you hear the lunging of a dragon's jaws behind you, but you wake up in your body with Vesper over you.
You wake up just as I'm about to go and smash you with my sword again.
What the hell?
Ah! Good morning.
I'm like panting, freaking out a little bit.
Naked.
What happened?
Oh, You got struck by lightning and killed everyone and fell.
Since then.
Oh,
I
we came
vaguely remember
inside. Oh, yes.
Okay.
We came inside.
I don't know if that was dream or real, but I just had an experience. Voices in the void, and then a black spectral dragon appeared
Ah,
and wanted to consume me, and I ran through a series of obstacles, and then now I'm here.
wow. Do you remember when I died?
Clearly.
I kind of walked around in a void and did stuff for a long time. Like a million years.
Mine felt like the blink of an eye.
Oh, it was like, I don't know, 46 minutes? Something like that. But you met the dragons?
I met a dragon. I heard a second voice, but I did not see anything.
Well, it's incredible that you made it back. To be honest with you, you must be special.
I'm sure without your help, I wouldn't have.
Oh, I kind of just hit you with a sword.
As you sit up, you see this inky blackness is still up to your neck, but you see it's kind of just moved up to your shoulder and it is avoiding your heart now. Meaning I vaguely broke down the new mechanics that have to do with you casting spells last time. I can send you that if you want, but that will still apply. But you're not dead.
Yes, I didn't know that was a continued thing, so I would like to know that because I didn't retain it.
Yes, I will send that to you in a bit here.
Thank you. Fuck. That's, well, sword it is.
You got a dagger.
It's true.
For being a wizard, you have a lot of options that aren't spells, actually. That's awesome.
I picked the most swordy wizard you could possibly have.
Real quick, let's jump to Maeve. You're headed back to the library, right?
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, unless he would have like woken up before then. But if I made it out the door, I'm going.
Yeah. You find yourself back in the library. What are you looking for? What do you want to do here?
I would try to go up to that librarian again.
Okay. Mazar greets you once again.
I would say, "Hello, I'm back. I have another request if you're not busy."
I'm always happy to help. What can I do for you?
I was wondering if you had any like books or anything on magical trees or magical portals or like if a portal was in a magical tree, and then she would just keep like naming stuff related to that until she got cut off.
You see him like as you're saying it, like super involved, but just like going through every Rolodex, like trying to like narrow it down to like, okay, here we have trees, yes, portals are in another section here, but portals in trees, that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Portals in trees, that marks here, gotcha. And you said magical trees with portals in them, correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have exactly one book with all three of those things. Magical trees with portals within them.
Awesome.
Cat in the Hat,
I can show you the way.
Awesome. Wow.
He stands up, and you see him sort of focus himself, and then he leaps to the sky, and like wind has propelled him upwards. He jumps like 30 feet up on top of a bookcase, and he goes, "Come along now."
How?
Right. Okay. Hold on, we have ladders around here somewhere. You see him sort of run off and come back with just like a ladder covered in like cobwebs and dust, as like none of the monks around here have ever needed to use it. But he like puts it down the side of the bookcase and says, "All right, come on now."
And she will.
You see he starts like walking across these bookcases as if they're like paths around this sort of upper limit of the shelves here. And occasionally when he needs to pass across, he'll jump across, then he sort of like lays his staff down for you to like balance beam across.
Nice.
Could you make me an acrobatics check while you're up here?
Yes. Well,
Okay. You managed to get across safely. And he continues leading the way until he finds this one book for you. And he hands it to you and says, "Well, if you need any help deciphering any of this nonsense, let me know. But otherwise, I'll be at my desk. There are sort of study cubbies all around. Feel free to grab any one of them you'd like."
thank you.
He floats back down towards the ground.
She will just probably go as if there's like some sort of waiting room area by the infirmary or something. She would go read it over there.
Cool. You get into this the waiting area. You find a nice chair for yourself. Could you give me a... We're gonna say either history, investigation, or religion. Whatever you prefer as you read this book.
I will pick religion. 12 again.
Cool. As you're reading through this book, you see that it's all very much about one topic. In this book, I think Maeve Clocks is like, if it in your time, it would be 500 plus years old. Like this book looks old now, and you're 500 years in the past. So this is like a very ancient text compared to your present day. And you see in here mention of a deity that you've not heard the name of before. But it talks about some sort of religious zealots that came through the monastery, that they took note of the stories that they had to tell, where they knew of this sort of primordial being that had to do with the creation of the universe, known as the Beautiful One. And the Beautiful One was known for, whereas the Great Elemental created everything physical, and Chronastra made everything that is time and space, the Beautiful One made everything that is magic. And it relates to these trees as you notice that they mark in here that these people were druids that worshipped amongst a great tree, but it doesn't mention the tribe you were from. It mentions a tree to the far southwest of Wynn. But it mentions how the Beautiful One sort of provided power to them through these trees until one day one of them, and that's why these zealots were here in search, one of them fell through it into a land that they were never able to find them again. So the biggest amount you're able to gather is truly just the existence of this being that must be out there, connected to these trees somehow, being the curator of magic in the universe. And I think that comes across as a big breakthrough to you into the group. Elsewhere, we find Kinfath with Giselda.
Yes.
Giselda has brought you into what is like a stone-walled study room, essentially, with books all over the wall, and you see like what you would see in a kindergarten classroom of the ABCs along the top of a wall. And she's like, she sets you down and says to you, "You must know to read. This is everything that the Cobalt Soul stands for. It is knowing how to read, Kinfath, is how you break through to the secrets of the universe. You must know how to read."
I feel like I've gotten fairly far without it.
How long have you been away from Taladoga?
Like a week and a half. Right? What's our timeline?
It's been a while, but you know, plus you were away from there before you met everybody, right?
That's
on
true.
your pilgrimage.
About a year and a half.
And how old are you now?
23.
So you spent 21 and a half years in Taladoga, and you're doing all right for yourself, yes, with your 1.5 years of life experience?
Yes, I certainly think so.
Unacceptable. She puts down like a baby book in front of you, and she's going to say, "Now we're going to show you every single letter here, and I'm going to keep drilling you until you love this."
Oh, okay. Can I learn some cool fighting stuff?
We're not really fighters or warriors here. Let's read. She starts teaching you phonics, you know. A says ah or eh, or you know, and just like goes through everything and starts this thing.
Oh my
Could
God.
you make me a intelligence check, just flat intelligence?
No, this is bad. No, this is
Nat 20,
bad.
please. Oh, no.
This is so bad.
She she like huffs like a frustrated older teacher may, and goes, "Okay, it's fine. No, well let's learn. Let's read a book together. I'll read it aloud. We'll keep this going."
Okay.
And she starts to read to you a old version of the Cat in the Hat, but it would be called the
Feline in the
I set myself up
fedora.
for failure. Sure. The Feline in the fedora, and she starts reading it to
Lester's
you
favorite.
and going through one by one. Give me one more intelligence check before we do something else for just a second here.
Yes, chef. 12.
With a 12, as she's reading this, there's something similar to what happened with Ren. A synapse connects for the first time.
Oh.
And
Ever.
you start to understand. You still don't know what all these words are, but you're starting to kind of understand the concept. Like, you've always looked at language and thought, like, okay, I know that the shape of that word means restroom because I've needed to use it so many times.
Yes.
But you're starting to connect that, like, each letter means something specific, and if I can just decipher what each letter means, we're good. Like, I think a light turns on in Kinfath of kind of excitement for this.
Yeah.
Being able to read and realizing the potential that's here. So we're gonna cut away from there. Morgan and Ren. You two are standing in the snow about 40 feet away from Luther. Friends, I remember you. You were the only thing I can remember. Which means I must be doing something right. Say, would you care to join me inside?
And what's inside?
Revelry.
What do I collect from Morgan?
I'm hurt. I got my ass beat by 8 deep little fucking fuckers.
Accurate.
I'm annoyed.
Is the message still active?
Sure.
Is that how that works?
It's
I
a
can make
cantrip,
it.
right? So you can make it happen
I
whenever.
do whatever I want. I'm gonna send him a message that says "run?" question mark out loud.
Question mark.
Yeah.
I'll
word.
message back. Regardless of what happens, get that map to the team.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly start taking step-by-step backward movements without making it seem like I'm trying to run away
I'll reply
while
back
running away.
to Luther, and this is a choice.
I suppose it is. Well, I don't know that I could overpower a man of your stature.
What are you working on that you're supposedly doing right?
I'm trying to remember who I am and what I'm doing in this wretched place.
Are you trying to sneak away? Is that what that check was?
What was the check? I didn't see the check.
I thought I just saw a stealth check pop up.
I didn't roll anything.
Nothing up.
Maybe I just got one way late. Why do you not remember yourself?
Well, if I knew that, I think I'd be able to solve the question, wouldn't I?
Well, surely you have to have some kind of lead if you're chasing down some kind of task or answer somewhere. Maybe not why, but what maybe caused it?
The one thing I do remember is the day before I arrived. In a room with you two, and an artifact behind me. My mind fractured as I was sucked into somewhere to arrive here. It's only then that I can remember the past weeks of these hellspawn worshipping me and having no idea why.
So you aren't sure why you're here either.
Not a clue.
I might be able to say the same.
Well, shall we find out why together?
If my friend here can go back to rest. I'll go.
By all means. My. Could you make me either stealth or deception, Morgan?
Fuck. Am I trying to deceive him that I'm hurt?
You don't.
What the fuck's
You
happening?
can't tell what you are trying to deceive him as. And that's what is so strange about it.
He doesn't sound like a normal Morgan. IMO. Oh, I rolled off a 20. Bullshit.
The 16? Okay. Gonna
I rolled
roll.
deception. I don't know why I'm deceptioning, but better than stealth.
He adds a +4, so you want this to be a 12 or lower to his insight. Or so you want this to be an 11 or lower.
He's gonna roll high. Yep.
Oh.
He looks at you and says, "You're free to go, of course, my... not quite elvish friend." And you clock that he sees something in your shape is off. Having come back up from unconsciousness, dead and bleeding, or like dying and bleeding all over, something about Morgan's form is faltering. He says, "You're free to go. Why, I don't know that I could fight the two of you if I needed to."
I'm gonna message Ren and go, be safe? And then I'm just gonna slowly walk backwards out. I'm not turning my back to him.
I'll respond. Group up with the team. Have faith. I'll do what I can to learn. How many words is this, by the way? Is it like 20?
I think messages doesn't have a limit. It's sending that has a limit.
Gotcha. Group with the team. Keep faith. I'll do what I can to learn more. If you come back and something seems off, put me down.
Give him a salute as I back out.
Come then. I don't know that I've got your name.
Ren.
Ren.
I'll extend for a handshake.
He is 30 feet away, but walks towards you and
Sure.
shakes your hand.
Fucking power move. He walked to Ren.
He's like, okay, and walks towards you.
Damn.
Shall we
Good
go
to meet
inside?
your acquaintance. Come inside. We have much to discuss.
And I will follow willingly.
You enter the door, and Morgan, you see the two disappear as the giant door closes behind them. What do you do, Morgan?
Fuck. Morgan is probably actively not like profusely bleeding, but it's got all the stabs all over my body just kind of leaking. He's gonna start staggering back towards where he remembers going out, and then he's gonna go back in and then just kind of he's the first person he sees, he's just gonna collapse, but not like on your face, but like on my knees, kind of thing.
So you're just looking for the first member of the team that you can find,
Yeah.
or just first monk?
Team.
Okay.
I have enough
I
willpower
would
for that.
say that you probably run into Ebenezer as he's just exploring the grounds.
Ah, great.
So you fall. Did you say to your knees or like onto your face?
I fell on one knee.
Okay, so yeah, Ebenezer, you come across Morgan returned and bleeding on one knee.
Morgan, what have you gotten yourself into?
Team. Now.
Uh,
Where?
Well, I don't know where Ren is, but
in the process of doing this, I'm trying to message somebody, just trying to connect with anybody if I can. I don't know if it pops.
What's the range on message?
Hold on. Clicked out of it for a second. Hold on. Message is 120 feet.
while you're doing that, I'll mention. I know where Vesper is, though. We should get you to him immediately.
I dropped that immediately. Trying to find somebody. Take me now.
I'll help as much as I can to get Morgan to Vesper's location.
He's basically just holding the small of my back as I walk on my own power.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but the two of you make it to the infirmary where you first see Maeve out in the waiting room, and then enter the room to see Vesper and Kaelinor inside.
Ah, Kaelinor, you're well. You're up.
I'm up.
There's something going on, I think, and I'll let Morgan take the lead here.
I motion at Maeve to come here if I catch her. Alright. Just do one of those little boss things where you just like over here.
I would like to reclothe myself before we have a team
Sure.
meeting.
Yeah, you've had plenty of time to do so.
I would
no
also
need for that.
like to have briefly given Vesper more specific details as I had calmed down from the shock of my experience of the one voice talking about consuming me and the other voice talking about he's trying to save me. Give him that information. And then as I'm getting dressed,
we gotta unpack that later.
yes. Then these people come charging in.
I'll say after they come charging in, oh, we will unpack this later. Good evening.
You just see Morgan walk in, bloodied.
Oh my god, you're bloody.
Having some fun yourself, I see.
Understatement of the fucking year. Pull out the map that I had hid in my side waistband area and place it down where probably Kaelinor was laying down at one point and go, so Ren and I found this. It is the fortress where all the demons were coming out of. This is where I was brutally stung by a whole bunch of imps.
And where's Ren?
Talking to Luther. An odd Luther, I might say.
Kaelinor's eye roll is heard from orbit.
So let's go.
Talking to him?
He made it seem like we knew him from something, but from a different perspective that I don't remember as a player. If I do remember this, or this is something new that I
Killing
just don't
him
know about.
twice, maybe?
No, yeah, he essentially was describing you fighting the first one at the very first time you ever saw him.
Okay, I forgot about that. I didn't know that's how that worked. So is it kind of like just? Is it kind of like when you like kill a clone in a different world, and it just kind of like smushes the bodies together, and it kind of has that consciousness of broken memories.
It is. I don't. Well, yeah. Let me. I guess I don't know how much I want to reveal, but essentially, yeah.
Could I offer my understanding so that you can just be like, yeah, that's kind of it, and not say
Sure.
much?
Yeah.
What it seemed to me was that the mind of this person seemed to start from us attacking him on that day, and then he just kind of manifested here, like in a consciousness somewhere in time that he's not familiar with, and he doesn't have any memories, but he's just kind of here with that general idea of us fucking him up the first time we saw him.
Yes, that's
kinda-
accurate.
Okay.
Yeah, like when it has to do with, you know, how the queens described that he was fractured through time. He's in all of these fractures. His mind was equally fractured, and not everything is in every Luther. So this particular Luther seemingly has very little.
That's much more specific than I had anticipated.
Wow. This Luther's fucking stupid.
Confirmed.
Just kind of show them the detailed map of the fortress bastion thing that we were at. Say, can I get a heal from like somebody or something, or a potion? And then
Let's unpack the reason that you guys decided to go find this map alone first.
we were looting. We saw the big place, and we went.
You were
went
what?
Forward. We looted.
Yeah, amongst his body, I guess, yeah, in his pack and everything, you see it filled with random weapons, and actually, like, has multiple vests over himself because he had to carry it all. But yeah, you see a bunch of extra like weapons and armor on him.
These are all Wrens. I'm not holding on for any of this for me.
So you spent this time taking shit off of the dead bodies of the people we abandoned to die.
Summed it up pretty nicely.
Okay. No. Then is the answer to that.
I think there's a conversation to be had about what happened here, but I think that conversation should be had after we've located Ren.
Yes.
Take a look around the room and be like, where's Kinfath?
Let's go to Kinfath.
A is for apple.
Yes.
Apple.
No. How?
Apple.
Please explain your logic, your reasoning here, because you went from A is for apple, and then you said the word apple.
Yeah. So when you think about it, sound it out. Apple. Apple. Apple.
Yes, but you remember how I said vowels make sometimes different sounds?
No. I get that. Like, I heard it. But, yeah, I don't...
Okay, so yeah, but they do. And that's okay. But... but you just connect. You're making progress between A and A, right? But you just read the word apple, which is pretty impressive. The E, it's wild that you didn't say a play because you knew somehow that the E was silent. That's huge progress.
I mean, why would I know what an apple is? You've held.
Yeah, but
why would I say it like plea? That's
yes,
silly.
but that's the thing. You know all of these words. You just hadn't know what they looked like, and now you're figuring it out. This is incredible, Kinfath.
Is there books on fighting?
You know what? Yes. Give me a moment. She looks through all of the things, and she like pulls out the Way of the Open Hand, something that she knows you're going to be familiar with, and she puts it on the table. With this text in front of you, could you make me an intelligence check with advantage?
Oh, please. Fuck.
Okay. With 12, you've made progress, but you recognize most of these words. And you're able to like, okay, wait, way, W-A-Y, but that has an A, but the Y is at the end. That seemingly doesn't make any sound. That's fine. W-A, way, gotcha. You start again making a bunch of progress, and the excitement in Kinfath's mind it accelerates.
Yes.
As she continues in teaching, she's going to do one more short lesson in phonics as she reads to you another short book. And could you make me one last intelligence check with advantage? If you can beat a 15, a special ability is coming your way.
Oh, please.
Nothing for you.
That's okay.
Nothing.
She looks at you and she says, "It's okay. Hey, if you can come back to me tomorrow, I have to go teach a class now, but if you can come back tomorrow, we can make this happen."
That would be amazing. Oh, okay then. Tomorrow. I can't wait.
Very well. Meet me at dawn. We'll get this done.
Okay, sounds good.
Go find your friends. Have fun in the... Well, do what you can in the library, I suppose. You know, there's not a lot.
I gotta go check on Kaelinor. I hope he's okay.
Okay. Best of luck.
Thank
And,
you. Thank you for your teachings. I'll say on the way out.
Kinfath re-enters the room at this time.
Kaelinor, you're up. Oh my god, Morgan, what the hell happened?
Guys, Kinfath can't fucking read.
Why'd you tell everyone?
Sorry. It was the last thing we talked
really
about.
Embarrassing.
Guys.
Oh my god.
I'm learning, okay?
That's okay,
I'm
Kinfath.
learning.
Louis Schwab looks and says, "You can't read? What the fuck, man?
Stop it.
You should feel bad about that."
I'll fight me then, bitch.
You know what? My bad. I shouldn't be here anymore anyway. You're good. I'm just gonna head out.
Yeah,
She walks
could
out.
you... Thanks. Sorry, it was just the last thing we talked about, and I, you know...
It's okay, Vesper. It's okay. I'm learning. I'm learning.
That's good. That's great.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's an achievement. I know how to spell apple, I think.
So Ren's fighting Luther alone. Now you're
he's
caught up.
Talking to him. He's talking to him, not fighting.
So Ren's allying with Luther alone. And now you're caught up.
One way or another, we're going to that fort.
Oh, Jesus.
We have a map.
Tell
I
you.
guess.
There were so many things said at the same time. What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Something said somebody about the word fort.
I
said
said
that?
one way or another, we're going to that fort.
Can we go now? Are we prepared?
I am
Quick
not
vibe check.
physically available to do it.
Maeve will say, Morgan, I agree with Vesper. That wasn't very cool. However, I'm not going to leave you like this. And then she'll give him like a bop on the head to cast Cure Wounds. I'll do second level. 10.
10 more. So that should be at like 18 now?
Yep.
Better.
Seeing
Works for
you
me.
do this, I will nod. Yeah, we need to talk about just like our priorities, and I'll give you the remaining 2 good berries that I have.
For another 8.
32.
3 more for 12.
I have a good berry and I'm not giving it to him.
Don't want your dirty good berry.
Whoa!
Oh.
Out of character.
I-
Out of character.
As he is given his healing, I am gonna just walk out of the room and then realize I don't know where the fuck I am.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
you.
turn around, be like, somebody show me the way out of here.
This is the
Oh, can
library.
I would like to try to snatch up the map before we walk away.
I haven't let go of it because I've been leaning on the table.
I'm gonna try to snatch the map.
We'll look at it.
Do you want to hold? Are you going to try to resist that, or do you want to just let him have it?
I want to hold on to it.
Okay. As opposed to doing any sort of PvP checks, I'm just gonna say Morgan holds on to the map for now. But you do take it with you as a group.
Okay.
You start making your way out these halls, and I suppose everybody but you would know the way at least to the top latch out and the door to the bottom.
Metagaming, because I haven't seen any of it, but we would theoretically want to go to the bottom, correct?
I got off the top just fine.
I don't want to follow the path you went.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go the down route.
Yeah.
I started
Vesper
going the down way, and you all went up
turns
the way, and I
around.
was like, okay. Have fun jumping off the cliff.
I will.
You make your way down to this door, and you start walking up past the sort of viscera of the field that Kaelinor created mostly. Towards the top of where this fortress is. By now, certainly, Pass Without a Trace is gone. Oh, you had already dropped it.
Yeah.
But
How big is it?
how big is what?
The fort?
The fortress is massive. It's like the walls are 30 feet tall, and then behind it, it's like double or triple that height. It is.
Whoa.
Trying to describe like I think of like a pop culture reference that it could be similar to. Does anybody know what Darth Vader's fortress looks like from the comics?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Much like that. If not, look that up real quick.
What is it?
Darth Vader's fortress on Mustafar.
Do we see anybody like on the walls, like watching as we approach?
There is nobody on the walls. Actually, you don't at first see anybody on the walls, but anybody who would like to can give me a perception check.
Okay.
Do we want to be sneaky?
12. Yes, I would like to. Thank you.
21.
I'm,
Who's on the walls?
rolling on here.
I have to be smart.
With a 21, you see barely peeking his eyes up over the edge of the wall is a little closet. Just like
Crying.
looking at you guys. Yeah, he does not look happy. He looks like he's hiding, kind of, and
Good.
trying to get away.
Hard buckle.
You wave at the closet.
Mm-hmm.
He realizes you can see him, and you're not attacking him, and he peeks his head up over the top, and you can see like smiles and a weird toothy grin. He sort of like scurries down the side of the wall, like
I'm gonna like jump back.
and he sort of like hunches beneath you guys and goes. And he starts speaking in Infernal. So, anybody here speak Infernal?
I speak Goblin.
I speak Infernal.
He says in Infernal, "New friends, new friends.
And what are you?
I am a grilled sticky.
Hey, what?
My name is Grilled Sticky."
Wait, can you understand this thing?
Yes, speaking Infernal. It's
What the fuck is
Really?
it
They not
saying?
speaking Infernal? I don't comment. He says out loud, "My name is Grilled Sticky."
What the?
My name's Vesper.
Real to sticky.
I'm confessed.
He as you hold out your hand, he like leaps onto your hand and like almost like snarls at it, but just like holds on. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And he comes back down. What are new friends? doing at the fortress?
Do you live in the fortress?
Yeah, it's not great. The big imps are mean to me.
There are a lot of imps in there?
Oh yeah, many imps inside.
Can you get us through without us having to kill? Do you want us to kill them?
Oh, can you kill them?
Yes.
There's
As per
imps,
earlier,
right?
yes. But you weren't there.
I heard many words just now and did not understand any of them.
I'm gonna look at Morgan's bloody ass and then be like, maybe we should look for like a sneaky door.
I'd like to extend my fist towards him until it's like this close to his face.
Boy, go!
and be like, yeah, I could probably take out your entire head with one punch, maybe two if I needed to.
As you do that, let's see, what's your AC?
16.
He takes a bite towards your hand, just sort of out of instinct. And you're gonna take 2 points of piercing damage. As he isn't even really trying to break skin, but he's just like, oh, sorry, new friends. It's threatening punch. I get punched a lot.
It's okay. I understand your reaction. Don't do it again.
Who
don't hurt me,
punched
sticky.
you? Who punched you?
All of the imps and the scary man inside.
Ah, so there's nothing else besides Imp and the man?
Well, there were others, but then Big Lightning Boy killed them all.
Oh, you mean this big lightning boy?
I suppose that would be me.
You are the Big Lightning Boy?
That is what
you
he's
call
known
me.
as.
You should attach yourself to him and be his pet or friend.
How do I attach myself to him?
Just hold him.
Does he have a slot?
Yes.
I'm
I
gonna
will find his slot.
I'm gonna
Should.
hold a shocking grasp on my hand, just kind of like buzzing a little bit of blue lightning. Please don't.
Okay. So, yes, I know of sneaky ways, but some of you might be too big for sneaky ways.
Looking
It's
at you.
unfortunate. Guess we gotta kill him.
What if we were all super sneaky?
Well, there's a window in the break room. We could break in there.
In the what room?
In the break room.
What is this?
Scary
always-
guy is scary, but he follows all OSHA compliance rules.
I've always wanted to take a break, and I'll
What's your pay
pass
like
without
here?
a trace us.
It pays okay, but we don't have good benefits.
How quickly do you accrue PTO? Is it like,
It's the worst.
okay.
Is it
How
hour
long,
based?
how long you been here for? Is there like a loyalty thing?
I've been working here for a year under different scary men, and I still never got a day off.
Wow. I mean,
What do
have
you
you
do?
like, submitted that to the higher ups? Like, you guys should give a union head or anything.
Well, what is a union?
It's kind of like when
All right,
you
stop.
and, like,
We're getting off track. Stop.
You're about to have a we're about to unionize the Infernals.
Meanwhile, I'm going around like one at a time, just bonking you guys on the forehead, and then we become like cloaked in like really spooky shadows while this is happening.
oh gosh. Well, okay. Morgan is right. Can you take us to past all these guys?
Let me show you the special window. And he starts like on all fours, like running through the snow towards the backside of the fortress.
I'll follow.
Rad.
On all fours.
Yeah.
Out of a sign of respect, of course.
Mhm.
Yes.
He sort of gets you to the far back left side of the fortress, and there's one window that is reachable without flying. It's about 10 feet up, but certainly climb toable. And he goes, "Somebody throw me."
Can I like lift him up gently with Mage Hand?
Sure.
See that? Is he small enough for that?
He's very light. I don't know if you'd be actually 10 pounds, but let's say it's fine.
Sure.
You lift him up and he goes, magic. I like magic. Grilled Sticky loves it.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna.
And we love you, Grilled Sticky. Open that window, please.
And he just smashes through the window with his bare claw.
Why?
So, like, how does Pass Without a Trace affect that specifically?
Let's find out.
Ah! Like Kaelinor is like visibly mad. Like.
It was a sick prank, you know?
That was
Love
awesome.
Strengths. He's gonna roll stealth, which is bad, but add plus to him. He rolled an 11.
Oh, okay.
So
So
he rolled a nat 1 and add plus 10.
Grilled
So he
Sticky
just
dies immediately.
can I continue the mage hand and just like push him through and hope that somebody on the other side takes care of it?
You push him through the window, and then you hear like the squeaking of a chair against hardwood floor before you see him peek back up over the window. The coast is clear.
Oh my god. Gotta step in.
Yeah, I guess I'll climb through the window.
I'll say, good Sticky, that was something. I respect it, man.
I've
Encourage him.
never felt respect before.
So badly just want to go to the front door since I'm invisible now.
You're not
We're not
invisible.
invisible.
I am
That's
passing
the-
without a trace.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Now, beyond this room are many, many imps. Must be prepared, must be sneaky, or must fight well. What option would you like to do?
Yes.
On favor of sneaky?
I am an expert at sneaky.
I forgot you were here. Holy shit.
That's because he's so expert.
That's without a trace go burn.
If he stands completely still, you cannot see him.
Exactly.
Tree nuts.
All in favor of fighting?
I did that once. I'm not doing it again.
I mean, you came in here without the appropriate numbers to come in fight. I'm certain that the group of us could dispel a small group of nubs.
All right.
Problem.
You go first
Let's go. Let's
The tension
try,
in the room is palpable. Let's go.
let's try sneaky first, and then if it goes south, then
Ebenezer, go last.
I prefer going last.
If we
Alright, let's do it.
walk
Who's going
briskly, you
first?
just will.
Agreed with him.
Unless anybody else is going first, I'm gonna.
Actually, I would volunteer if you didn't volunteer out loud.
I would probably go with you then.
Okay.
I'll go first.
We're
would
all
say
going
that.
first, Grilled Sticky. So it's like
Yeah.
a 3x3 sort of thing.
Grilled Sticky jumps onto Ebenezer's shoulder
Oh,
and peeks around his head at Lizard. And he goes, "That's a fancy squirrel."
that's
This guy
haunting.
gets you.
I would like. I want Lizard to like in Celestial, like, be racist against this man. This man. like.
Jesus.
Riley, this one is live.
Lizard like crawls as far away on your head as possible and like gives out a weird weasel hiss at this thing.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all that needs to happen there. But I will
Easy
keep him on
danger
my.
noodle.
That's all.
I'll keep him on my shoulder. Hey, we're chilling. We're vibing.
Just some light
Alright.
mid-afternoon racism.
Grilled Sticky starts like picking bugs out of your hair or like anything he can find, just like eating them like a monkey as you walk forward.
That's weird, but you know, that's fine. Ebenezer's used to having something on his shoulder, so.
Good lord. All right. Well, I guess we enter the room.
Yeah, you open the door and start into the hallway, and we're gonna cut from there real quick to Ren.
Are we stealthing or not? I missed it.
Yes.
Yes.
Stealthing.
Starting.
Stealth first. Fight if we have to. Stealth.
Ren, you are led through this fortress by Luther, down to what appears to be like what would be a cathedral, or used for like a room used for religious purposes, large. And as he opens the door, the sight inside is horrific, but you see what appears to be his best recreation of the room you fought him in the first time. So you see the innards of celestial followers that were brought to him, strung up along the walls, and you see 8 imps in a circle with just a stone heart in the center. And he says, "God save for what?"
I don't vomit.
Okay, gotcha. He says, "This is the only day I can remember, I figured. If I can do it just right, I might spark who I am. And now that you're here, it seems I'm doing something right. Come, sit with me." And he pulls out the sort of piano stool, and sits at the piano and pulls a small chair next to him at the piano. I didn't describe a piano in the room yet, but as there was in the first time, a piano behind the heart.
I'll sit.
How is it that you got here?
Whatever you did in that room sent fractures out like an epicenter.
And you entered these fractures?
Yeah.
Is that where I am now, then?
I think, to be honest with you, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what these are. They feel as real as what I know, and surely life and death is final in these, the same as mine. I'm not sure what it is.
He nods and ponders your thought. And then you see him staring at your face for longer than would be normal, like sort of inspecting the features. Before he says, "There was another like you here not long ago. Maybe only a week. Looked very similar to you."
Another Fae or somebody that looked physically like me.
Very much physically. Gray skin and all, but her features, why, she could have been your kin.
Her?
Indeed. She called herself a drow, which is not a term I'm familiar with. Or is that how you would describe yourself?
I'm not familiar with the term.
Ah. Quite interesting. She traveled with a man, well, that's him there. And he points to a chest cavity strung to the wall. She escaped here, but I believe his name was Throvius. Throvius Blackhand II.
I'm not sure I'm familiar.
Ah. Maybe not. But if you ever leave here, look for Gwynedd for me.
And do what exactly?
Sate my curiosity. Surely there must be a connection.
Can I ask you a question?
I've asked you. Go ahead.
What do you remember of being Fae?
Oh. Well, I don't think I'm Fae at all. If I'm quite honest. I remember vague outlines of a deal with Faye. But I don't think I'm one of them.
You were part of the Trickster Court at one point, were you not?
I don't remember. But that's good to know. Tricksters. Ah. Yes, that does ring a bell. And you see him starting to put two and two together, and moments are clicking back in his mind. Oh. Yes, it was that damned queen. It's her fault. All of it is her fault.
What was her
Oh,
fault?
I shall slay her like I have all of them.
What is her fault?
You see, with these memories flooding back, even as you ask this question, his wide smile returned to his face. Say, Ren, may I play you a melody?
Is now really the time? I thought we were having a pretty good discussion.
Oh, one can play and talk. As he rests his hands on the keys.
I'm gonna get visibly nervous. Luther, I don't know why I'm here as much as you do. I have orders, but no reason.
Well,
I'm
and he
looking for
starts.
myself the same as you are.
He ponders your words as he just starts playing a tune.
I'm going to continue to just back away step by step as he starts playing.
If you don't know why you're here, you stand for nothing. And you can fight for anything. And he is going to cast Dominate Person on you. I need a DC 19 Wisdom save.
That's a failure.
You feel in your mind that Luther is the most righteous man. That he is the only leader you could ever fall behind. He smiles up at you and says, "Welcome to the ranks, soldier."
I feel like I'm mind controlled. I don't know.
Yeah, so he is your best friend, he is your leader. What do you respond?
Sword pommel over the chest, I guess.
Let's get to work. And that is where we'll end this week's session.
That's so good.
Wow.
That's so good, Foster. That's so good. Oh, baby. Fuck. That's so bad.
Well, I beat him once.
How much did you get healed for out of character, Evan?
Me?
Yeah.
Up to max.
Oh, okay.
I was.
Were you down to 1?
I went down technically from that fireball. It 100 to 0'd me, and then I got healed by one of the human clerics, and then booked it the fuck out of there. And ate a good berry and took a potion of healing of my own
Right.
while I was traveling. And then Vesper did the rest. His second cure wounds roll was max heal, which is
Nuts.
crazy with his build.
Nuts.
So,
A
yeah.
level 1 did 16.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much good berries add up to. Like, there's not a single person in this party that you couldn't full heal with good berries,
Me,
basically.
actually.
Yeah.
But I could cast, so I can cast a Goodberry 4 times at level 1. It's 40 per spell slot.
Does it dissipate the old good berries if you cast new ones?
Yes.
It
It
does.
does.
If you
I think so.
DM,
Can you upcast good berries for
No.
more, better, or
Nope.
more good berries?
No,
Damn.
unfortunately.
I thought good berries only went bad when they were over 24 hours old. I didn't think they like overwrote each other.
Oh, yeah. I thought that's what was asked.
The berry cleric. I just want to be able to level 9 cast good berry.
The good news is when I level up, it'll go to 5. And when I level up, it'll go to 6.
That's crazy.
And yeah.
Crazy.
we're gonna have to fight Zach.
I'm not very strong. Evan's done it.
But they had
Yeah,
Evan pre-gamed.
You're also gonna be fighting alongside an army of imps and Luther, so
yeah,
that's
that's what
gonna
I'd be worried about.
At least maybe one of the no, never mind. No, 2 of them are. at
Assuming he
least
sees us.
well, there was more in that room he went into with Luther too.
It was 8 imps. I
And
think.
who knows how many are in the rest of this fortress?
I'll for sure want to just grab your ear for like 5 minutes or something before the
For
next
sure.
session.
We'll have plenty to discuss.
My God. This is so exciting. Big battle, big battle, big battle.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm very excited.
Wow.
Always excited for battle.
Yeah, not to mention that book that Maeve hasn't fucking said anything about yet. That I would ask if I knew
I
better.
didn't have time. Tell you later.
What if you're dead? What if you die with that?
Well,
Fair enough.
that's too bad then.
DC 19 is nuts. That's
Yeah, his save is 19. There, I believe at the beginning, he was trying, or in an earlier fight, he was trying to corrupt Ebenezer, who I don't think has a plus in wisdom. Do you? Like one of you had a -1 to wisdom.
I have high wisdom, so
Same.
well, it's not high, but
I
I
have
got a
+1.
+3.
Maybe it was pre-rework Ren or something like that, but
maybe. I don't know. You saying I rolled well or something?
yeah, something like somebody nat 20 to avoid being dominated.
This is a little metagamey. Has the Luther we fought had the same stats every time we fought him, or are they all unique?
With the exception of each one having a unique magic item that sort of changes how he fights, they've all been the same.
That's super cool building.
Interesting.
Like, just to hear that, that's pretty dope. It's cool to think that you can essentially make one villain as many as you want, changing play styles like EVs. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And they all die very quickly because bards don't have a lot of health.
This is true.
No, they have a
Multi-class.
DC 19 on somebody that has way more health.
Right, they just have complete area control on all of their
Right.
spells.
I hear you though. I should have cast Friends.
Good shit, dude.
That would have changed it.
Your
I think this makes for a very interesting story.
yeah. Your villain role playing remains supreme.
Agreed. It's truly unmatched.
Not that I think, like, just hearing the party tone, I don't think y'all are gonna have any qualms about it. But I need y'all to fucking put me down. Like, that was the hope. I figured something like this as a player could happen. I want y'all to go hard in the paint. Fucking kill me if you need to. Make the story goated.
As long as you do too.
I think that's the gentleman's agreement.
No holds barred. Except for nut shots, those are still illegal.
Always.
Not on this board.
Ryan, you remember when I told you I had an NPC name that I really wanted to use?
Uh-huh.
You've met him. Grilled Sticky.
Okay, good.
Is that a reference that I'm not getting?
Grilled Sticky is just a regional dessert, like breakfast dessert in Pennsylvania that I read about.
It's almost better.
That needs to be a name.
Are you telling me this monkey's from Pittsburgh?
I think that
apparently.
just accidentally canonized Pennsylvanian desserts.
The United States exists.